Let's spend 24 hours in Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Plovdiv is actually considered to be one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. It's over 8,000 years old, so there's so much history. And we stayed in this beautiful old hostel, actually ranked as one of the top 10 best value places to stay in the whole world. We were laughing though at how far apart our beds were, so we pushed them together and made it look a little bit haunted, but it was a lovely stay. We then wandered around the area, and the buildings here are absolutely stunning. The streets are filled with colour, they've all got original paintings on the outside of the walls, and it just feels so bright and cheery to wander around. We then headed to a cafe because I really wanted to try the classic Banitsa, which are very similar to kind of burek or suburek, which is like a phyllo type pastry layered with spinach and cheese. Really enjoyed these, and definitely the spinach and cheese was my favourite. Why has the wind got to do me dirty like this? My hair just always stands up on edge. Hate it. But anyway, lovely coffee as well. We then had a wander around the town, and we came across this man with the most aura I think I've ever seen, who's playing incredible live music. And again, just the streets are absolutely beautiful here. I just love how colourful it is. We then headed into this beautiful church, really dark and gothic kind of inside, and then went to another church that had a great viewpoint, and again more stunning interiors with beautiful frescoes and goldwork and tiles, and just beautiful. From here we then wanted to see the Roman theatre, because this is actually one of the world's best preserved Roman theatres, and it's nearly 2,000 years old. But they were actually hosting the Bulgarian final of the Red Bull Dance Your Style competition in the theatre, so it was closed. Anyway, we then headed back into town and went to see the Roman Forum, and it's really cool here because basically everywhere around the town there are ancient ruins dotted around everywhere. We then headed to this specialty coffee place where you actually get to pick the kind of coffee bean that you like, and we were advised to try the coconut one, and it was delicious. We were then heading to a viewpoint, and if you don't know this about me, if I see a big dog, a big stray dog, I'm turning back around. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat when it comes to dogs. Anyway, went round a different way, saw the nice viewpoint, and grabbed the bus because we were heading to the big Folklore festival that was on, and they were selling knives, they were selling guns, they were selling all sorts. It was a really interesting festival celebrating all sorts of traditions in the area. There was also food galore. There was roasted pig, there was a crisp stand, which is my kind of festival, and we went to one of the kind of meaty grilled sections with like a salad bar as well, and just sat ourselves down next to the live performances. I will say this was €27, which we did not expect, but it was delicious, especially this what I think is feta and red pepper dip called katak. Incredible, and the meat was fantastic. We then enjoyed watching the folk dances and everyone joining in the traditional dances, and yeah, really enjoyed going to like a proper local festival as well. So much fun. Back in town we headed to this really cool beer bar that also had a cat inside, so of course it's going to become our favourite, but I didn't realise how much we'd miss different types of beers. Their craft beer here was incredible. We also had a grapefruit one that was delicious. But after having so many pilsners on this trip, which I do enjoy, but it does get a bit repetitive, so it's really nice to come across somewhere just selling lots of different varieties of beer. So we enjoyed the rest of the evening playing cards here before heading back to the hostel and saying hello to the hostel cat, which got on top of me with no hesitation, which I was very pleased about. And the next day before heading off, we grabbed a bit of lunch from a local little sandwich spot, which was basically like Subway on steroids. This place was so good. The meats, the sauces, the breads were fantastic, and it was a great way to round off our trip.